Most people think winter shuts everything down, but what if your machines never stopped? Snow doesn't take a day off, and neither does the job site. When temperatures drop and the snow starts piling up, most equipment slows down or gives up completely. But CAT machines? They're built for exactly this moment. Whether you're clearing a neighborhood street at 6 a.m. or pushing through a massive industrial site after a blizzard, CAT snow removal attachments get it done. Fast, clean, and without breaking a sweat. We're talking heavy-duty blades that cut through packed snow like it's nothing. High-capacity snowblowers that throw huge volumes in a single pass. Adjustable angles that let operators work smarter, not harder, adapting to every corner, every curb, every tricky tight spot on the job. No delays, no downtime, no excuses. The secret isn't just the power, it's the precision. CAT attachments are engineered to keep your projects on schedule even when the weather has other plans. Roads, parking lots. What if your tractor could think, move, and work harder than anything you've ever seen in the field? Meet the all-new John Deere 8R and 8RX, the most powerful, smartest farming machine ever built for the field. This isn't just a tractor. It's a beast with a brain. Under the hood, you're getting the raw power of a 9R series engine, up to 634 horsepower, packed inside a machine that's easier to handle, easier to see around, and built to turn tight corners without breaking a sweat. And with peak power technology, you get an extra 40 horsepower exactly when you need it most. Planting season is everything. Every hour counts. The 8R and 8RX let you pull heavier equipment, move faster across your fields, and still drop seeds exactly where they need to go, saving you fuel, fertilizer, and time. With a brand new cab designed around you, smart automation, 14-hour runtime, and technology that grows with your entire fleet, this machine doesn't just keep up with your operation. What if your planter could do more, cover more ground, and make you more money, all in a single season? KIH just made that possible. If you're serious about planting season, you need to hear this. KIH just expanded their early riser 2000 series lineup, and these machines are built to work as hard as you do. Let's start with the 2110. A rigid-mounted toolbar that handles row spacings from 15 to 40 inches. It comes loaded with premium row unit features, 3 bushel on-row hoppers, and a smart variable rate liquid fertilizer system that puts the right nutrients exactly where your crop needs them. Then there's the 2120, a rigid trailing model available in 6-row, 8-row, and 11-row setups. Same 3 bushel hoppers, same precision fertilizer system, and it even offers dry fertilizer capability for extra flexibility in the field. The 2130 stacker bar steps things up with 12, 16, and 18 row options, row spacings from 30 to 40 inches, and an optional 50 bushel bulk fill tank, because stopping to refill costs you time and money. What if your tractor could work all night, without you even being there? Farming has always been hard work, early mornings, long days, and never enough hours in the season. But what if technology could change all of that? Here's the truth. Success in modern farming isn't just about how many acres you have. It's about how smartly you use every single resource: your land, your seeds, your fuel, your time, and your people. That's exactly what Case IH is solving right now. They've built an autonomous farming concept that lets you control your equipment from a simple tablet, no driver needed. You pick the field, tap a button, and the machine goes to work. It follows pre-mapped routes, detects obstacles on its own, stops safely, and even sends you a live alert with camera footage so you can guide it around anything in the way. And it never needs a coffee break. Whether you want fully driverless operation or a traditional cab with smart automation built in, the choice is yours. These machines can even work alongside your existing equipment as a full fleet. What if one machine could do the job of 5, and never let you down on the toughest sites? Meet the CAT 216B3, a compact skid steer loader built to tackle almost anything. Whether you're landscaping, digging, grading, loading materials, or clearing a site, this one machine handles it all. It lifts up to 635 kilograms, one of the highest payloads in its class, and with an optional counterweight that goes up to 680 kg. But raw power is only half the story. The 216B3 uses simple joystick controls instead of heavy mechanical levers. Two easy-to-reach levers handle everything, so operators stay comfortable even through long working hours. You can also adjust engine speed with either a hand lever or a foot throttle, giving you real control over fuel use based on the load. Overheating? Not an issue. The split cooling system keeps the radiator and hydraulic cooler working side by side, with airflow evenly spread across both. The smart anti-stall hydraulics automatically protect the engine when loads get heavy, keeping things running without a hiccup. What if the machine you work in every single day could actually make you enjoy going to work? That's exactly what happened to Rob, and it changed everything. Hook. Rob Collis has spent over 40 years moving dirt, laying pipes, and building things across New South Wales. He knows heavy machinery better than most people know their own backyard. So when he says a machine is a game changer, you listen. Running Crescent Head excavation for the past 4 years, Rob was tired. Not tired of the work. Tired of coming home beaten up, sore, and frustrated by a machine that kept letting him down. Repair bills piling up, clients being disappointed, days wasted on breakdowns instead of getting the job done. Then he made the switch to CAT, first to 306, then became the very first operator of the new 265 in all of New South Wales. And honestly, everything changed. The ride is smoother, the cab is comfortable, the touchscreen controls make the whole day easier, and the power? Unbelievable. His wife Jaireen noticed it immediately. Rob started coming home happy. No surprise breakdowns, no mystery repair bills, just reliable, powerful machines backed by a team that actually shows up when they say they will. Because at the end of the day, the right equipment doesn't just get the job done, it gives you your life back. Most farmers waste hours and money using multiple tools for one job. What if one machine could do it all, faster, smoother, and tougher than anything else in the field? What you're looking at is the Case IH Speed Tiller, and it's built to solve the 3 biggest problems farmers face: a rough seedbed, limited machine versatility, and equipment that breaks down when you need it most. Let's start with what matters most, the ground itself. Unlike other tools that only scratch the surface, the Speed Tiller works every single inch of soil from top to bottom. No untouched patches, no leftover roots or weeds, no compacted zones that slow down root growth. The result? A perfectly smooth, ready-to-plant seedbed, no matter how fast or slow you run it. Now here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a fall tool or just a spring tool, it's both. In the fall, it digs deep like a disc. In the spring, it lightens up to protect your soil from unnecessary compaction. What does it take to build something that lasts over 60 years? One man, one vision, and a work ethic that starts at 4:30 in the morning, every single day. Bonnie Bright didn't build an empire overnight. It started back in 1959, just a young man and his dad, working the land together, farming side by side. Nobody handed him anything. He earned every inch of it. Then one day, Bonnie bought a piece of property. On it was a small sand pit, nothing fancy, nothing special. But Bonnie saw something others didn't. He saw opportunity. Today, Bonnie Bright Farms and Bonnie Bright Sand serve house builders, major contractors, highway crews, hotel developers, and right now, they're part of a massive windmill project. Things Bonnie never even dreamed of when he first picked up a shovel. But here's what Bonnie will tell you himself: none of it would be possible without the right people standing beside him. And for over 7 decades, that's been Coastal Equipment. What if the roads you drive on, the house you came home to, and the school your kids attend, were all built by someone who genuinely loves what they do? I found my dream job in my 20s. And honestly, I never looked back. Right now, we're working on one of the most important projects in the Cle Elum area, a development that will bring around 1,300 new homes to families who need them. That's not just a number. That's 1,300 families starting new chapters of their lives. But a project this big doesn't happen alone. We partnered with some of the best crews in the business, and with the right equipment from John Deere, we can monitor every machine on the job site in real time, right from our office. We see how the equipment is running, catch any issues before they become problems, and keep everything moving efficiently. That kind of visibility? It's a game changer. And the technology doesn't stop there. With SmartGrade, our operators always know exactly where they stand, whether they're cutting or filling. No guessing, no waiting, just precision. What if you never had to stop your tractor just to adjust your tillage settings? That's exactly what this machine makes possible. Farmers, your time in the field just got a whole lot more valuable. Meet the Case IH 475 speed tiller, and it comes packed with something that's going to change the way you work. Soil Command technology. Here's the deal. Before this, if you needed to make any adjustment to your tiller, depth, settings, anything, you had to climb out of the cab, walk to the machine, make the change, and climb back in. Over and over again. That's lost time, lost fuel, lost money. But with Soil Command on the 475 speed tiller, all of that is gone. Every single adjustment you need, depth control, performance settings, you handle it right from inside your cab. No stopping, no getting out, just smooth, non-stop productivity. And it gets even better. You can save your favorite settings as presets. Switching from corn residue to soybean residue? Every year, people get seriously hurt, not because they were careless, but because nobody taught them the right way to move a load. Don't let that be you. Here's the truth. Driving with a heavy load isn't just about moving something from point A to point B. One small mistake can hurt you, your coworkers, or damage thousands of dollars worth of equipment. So before you even start the engine, take a moment to walk around and check everything. Spot a problem early, fix it before it becomes dangerous. Now, once you're moving, keep that load as low to the ground as possible. Why? Because a high load blocks your view, and you can't avoid what you can't see. If your view is blocked, don't guess. Get someone to guide you with hand signals, or simply reverse to your destination. Your mirrors and rear camera are there for a reason. Use them. Slow down on rough terrain. Use frame leveling to keep things balanced, and never take a sharp turn at high speed. That's how loads shift and spill. At intersections, slow way down, buildings, trees.
Moving heavy equipment the wrong way can cost you thousands in damages, or worse, someone's life. Here's exactly how to haul your skid steer loader safely, every single time. Transporting a skid steer, multi-terrain, or compact track loader doesn't have to be stressful, but you have to do it right. First things first, pick the right trailer. Check your machine's weight and size, and make sure your trailer can handle it. Always follow your local road laws on weight, width, and load length. Don't guess. Check. Next, line up your ramps so the machine sits centered on the trailer. The ramp spacing needs to match the width of your tires or rubber tracks. This keeps everything balanced and safe while you're driving up. Here's a tip most people get wrong. Always drive up the ramp with the heaviest end facing uphill. That's usually the rear of the machine, but if you've got a heavy work tool attached, that can change things, so double check before you move. What if a single machine could outperform everything else on the job site, rain, mud, rough terrain, and all? That machine exists, and it's been proving itself for over 75 years. Back in 1945, one man rented a tiny garage in the British countryside. No big team, no massive budget, just Joseph Cyril Bamford, and a vision to build something better. He started with a simple hydraulic trailer, then kept going. By 1953, he had built the world's first backhoe loader, a machine that changed construction forever. That same spirit of innovation never stopped. Today, JCB manufactures over 250 different machine models, built on 5 continents, serving customers in every corner of the world. But here's what really sets JCB apart. It's not just the power, the speed, or the durability. It's the people behind it. Customers who've used JCB for years say the same thing. The reliability is unreal, the support is unmatched, and once you go JCB, you simply don't switch. What if your baler could work 25% faster, and last years longer, without you changing a single thing about how you farm? John Deere has been building farm equipment since 1837, and from day one, the promise was simple: never put your name on something unless it's the best you've got. That idea still drives everything they make today. In 2008, their engineers sat down with one goal: take their already top-rated round baler and make it even better. They didn't guess. They went out and talked to hundreds of real farmers to understand exactly what needed to change. Then they spent years testing, building, and rebuilding until they got it right. The result? The John Deere 9 Series round baler, and it is genuinely the best baler they have ever built. Let's talk about what actually changed. Starting with the chains, one of the most important and most stressed parts of any baler. The 9 Series now uses chains made by Diamond Chain Company, built right here in the USA. Are your seeds planting at the wrong depth, and costing you yield without you even knowing it? Here's the one setting most farmers completely overlook. Here's something most people don't realize: your planter could be working against you every single pass, and the fix takes less than 10 minutes. It all comes down to something called downforce margin. Think of it like the pressure your planter uses to push the row unit into the ground. Too little, and your seeds bounce around at uneven depths. Too much, and you're compacting the soil and squeezing the life out of your seed trench. The sweet spot in the middle? That's where perfect stands are born. So how do you find it? Start by planting a short test strip. Watch your monitor, it'll show you your high, low, and average margin numbers. Then stop the planter, step out of the cab, and actually look at the furrow. Are the walls firm and clean? Is every seed sitting at the same depth? Can you barely turn the gauge wheel by hand? Not too easy, not too stiff? What if one machine could do the job of 10? This thing drives on roads, and runs on train tracks, and it's changing everything about how we build. Most construction crews show up to a railway job with a whole fleet of machines. One to dig, one to lift, one to move materials. That's a lot of cost, a lot of time, and a lot of headaches. But this JCB backhoe loader just flipped the whole game. With a special rail wheel attachment, this machine rolls right onto train tracks, no modifications, no delays. Within minutes, it switches from a regular road machine to a fully functional railway workhorse. And it doesn't sacrifice any power to do it. This thing digs deep, lifts heavy, and keeps burning less fuel while it does it. So whether your team is fixing a city metro line or maintaining tracks in the middle of nowhere, you send in one machine and get the work done. No waiting for extra equipment. No burning through your budget. Just one smart machine doing what used to take several. This machine can dig a trench, clear a minefield, and race down a highway, all in the same mission. Most heavy machines are slow. They take time to set up, time to move, and time to get out of danger. But this one was built different. This is the JCB HMEE, and it doesn't play by the normal rules. It hits over 80 kilometers per hour on the road. That's faster than most cars in your city. Now imagine that speed combined with the power of a full excavator. That's exactly what this machine delivers. When soldiers need a trench dug fast, when a road needs to be cleared in the middle of a hostile zone, when every second counts, this is the machine they call. Watch how it locks its stabilizers into the ground and starts digging with complete control and serious power. No delays, no wasted time, just pure, raw efficiency. The US Army trusts it. Military forces around the world trust it. Because in a war zone, the right machine doesn't just save time, it saves lives. This machine does the work of 3 people, and we can't imagine running our farm without it. We've been using this machine every single day, and honestly, it never stops surprising us. This is actually our second one. We ran the first one for 2 years straight, and this one already has over 1,000 hours on it. That tells you everything you need to know about how much we depend on it. We're talking about a farm running 500 cows across 2,100 acres. Feed doesn't move itself. Our hired hand and I are on this machine about 9 hours a day, loading wagons, hauling bales, mixing feed. And when other guys on the farm see a spare minute, they're lining up to use it too. What makes it so special? 3 attachments: a facer for the hay, pallet forks, and a 3-yard bucket. We lift rafters, pull processors out of choppers, stack tires off bunkers without touching them twice. In winter, we reach up and break frozen feed loose without stepping foot in the pile. This one missing connection could completely destroy your $50,000 sprayer, and most farmers don't even know it exists. Here's something nobody tells you when you buy a high-end sprayer. There are two small requirements that, if ignored, will cause your entire machine to malfunction in the middle of the field, and it has nothing to do with the sprayer itself. It's about your tractor. The Nutra Placer 2800's 1300-gallon model runs on an active hydraulic system. That means it needs constant pressure flowing through it while you're working. So your tractor must have a closed center hydraulic system, one that keeps pressure and flow available at all times, not just when you pull a lever. But here's the part that catches people off guard. That 7-pin connector between your tractor and sprayer, the center pin, pin number 7, needs to have live power running to it. Always. Because that single pin controls the solenoid valves and a limit switch on the left inner wing. Without it, the whole fold and unfold sequence breaks down completely. What if your seeding machine was smarter than most farmers' entire operation? Imagine cutting your field time in half, while planting more seeds, more accurately, than ever before. That's exactly what the Precision Air 5 Series air cart does. This machine doesn't just carry seeds and fertilizer, it thinks. Its smart metering system drops every single seed in the exact right spot. No gaps, no overlap, no wasted crop. And that giant tank? It means you're spending less time stopping to refill and more time actually farming. More ground covered, more money in your pocket. But here's what really sets it apart: you control everything without leaving your tractor seat. Real-time monitoring tells you exactly what's happening across your entire field, right from your cab display. Wheat, corn, canola, this machine adapts to whatever you're growing, no complicated setup, no guesswork. This isn't just equipment. What if your corn head could basically think for itself, and help you harvest more grain while doing less work? That's exactly what Kia just built. Meet the C500. The corn head that's changing everything about how you harvest. Built for model year 2025, the C500 series comes in multiple row sizes so it fits your operation, whether you're running a smaller setup or going full scale across wide open fields. Here's what makes it different. This thing was designed around 3 simple goals: move more crop, lose less grain, and keep you running longer without breakdowns. Let's start with the auger. The C500 has the biggest cross auger in the entire industry, nearly 24 inches wide. That means crop flows smoother, transfers better into your combine, and you get over 30% more capacity when conditions get tough. Wet fields, heavy crop, downed corn, it powers right through. And grain loss?